guys, and welcome back. So here's everything you need to make some Danishes. Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. So, flour, 2 eggs, some butter, active dry yeast, granulated sugar, vanilla extract, cardamom, that's optional, and of course the purple salt. So, let's get started. Alright, so this recipe called for cutting 1/4 of an inch of butter off of the ends of each stick. I did not do that. Don't listen to me, you'll see why later. But yeah, cut up my butter. Alright, now we're mixing up all of our dry ingredients. There's my beautiful purple salt. And we're just gonna mix those up before adding some butter in. Alright, and there we go. Okay, yeah, this you're gonna want to do with your dominant hand because you're gonna mix up all the ingredients until there are no big lumps of butter left. So just kind of squish that butter between your fingers, as gross as that sounds. Alright, now we're gonna mix in our wet ingredients. We've got our milk, our 2 eggs, our vanilla extract, and then the water. So I added 1/3 of a cup of water. I ended up needing a little bit more because my dough is kind of flaky. Yeah, don't do this with a whisk. This would have been so much easier if I had actually used like the stand mixer I own, but whatever, I don't know. So yeah, my dough was too flaky, so I added a bit of water, made it a lot better, but it also made it kind of sticky, so I don't really know if I added too much water or not. I mean, they came out fine. The dough tasted really good though, so yeah, I had a lot of that raw dough. Alrighty, next step, we're gonna slice up our butter into halves like that. Okay, cool. Now what does this recipe say? Okay, so put your butter 4 sticks into like a little rectangle on a piece of parchment paper. You're gonna flour that butter up, and then you're gonna roll it out into like a rectangle of 6 by 9 inches. I was very confused this whole process. It's taking too long. Okay, there we go. We're done. Next step, get our dough. He's a little slimy, so I thought I added too much water, but he's fine. Cool, now we're gonna roll him out to about 12 by 24 inches. Mine did not end up being that big. Okay, what does this recipe say now? This is so complex. Let's take our first sheet of butter. We're gonna plop him right in the middle. Don't mess with the sheet of butter, Anna. Okay, just okay, leave it. Okay, now you're gonna take one end of the dough, and that has to cover all the butter. Okay, and just spread it out until it covers all the butter. And now, like a strange double layer butter sandwich, you're gonna take the second layer of butter, and you're just gonna plop them on top, and take the other end to cover them up, and then close up all of the open edges. There we go. Beautiful. Roll him out a little bit. He's supposed to be 7 by 10 inches, but it's something by whatever. Good enough. Now you're gonna fold him all of like the corners, the edges in, and then you're gonna fold that on top of itself. I sound very confused and I look very confused because I was very confused. It should be noted that I have never actually eaten nor seen a Danish before in my entire life, so I was really kind of going in blind here. But anyways, that you're gonna stick in the fridge for about 20 minutes, and we'll be right back. And we're back. So there he is, all chilled. And we're gonna roll him out now. Beautiful. And now we're gonna stick him in the fridge for about 2 to 16 hours. I left him in there for 3. Okay, now we're back. And so we're gonna cut up just 1/3 of the dough, and that's what we're gonna work with at one time. Okay, don't slice the plastic wrap, Anna. There you go, you got it. Okay, so the inside actually kind of looks like puff pastry, which I was pretty pleased about. But anyways, this recipe was telling me I was supposed to take that tiny little chunk and make 12 pieces out of it. And I was a little like, what? So we're gonna roll him out. And then we're going to try to cut 12 pieces out of this thing. So with our 12 pieces, we're going to roll those into smooth little balls. Spoiler alert, mine were not smooth at all. Then you're going to take the rolls, kind of flatten them into a little disc, and stick your finger in them to kind of make almost like a little well. This part actually wasn't that bad. But again, I've never seen a Danish before. I really should have Googled a picture to kind of know what I was aiming for, but we're going in blind. Good enough. Okay, so it's 10 o'clock at night. These boys have been sitting out in a pan for about an hour to let them rise, and so now we are gonna unwrap them and we're gonna push down the center because it got all puffy. I made the filling off screen that is granulated sugar, cream cheese, and ricotta cheese, and 1 egg. And then you're just going to fill up your little Danishes in the little hole that you made. Okie dokie. Let's speed this process along. There we go. Alright, now I'm taking these out of the oven. They were in there for about 15-16 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. You're supposed to put an egg wash, but I didn't care. It was late. Okay, so that's for the glaze. I put 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, and I cannot tell you how much water because I just guessed. Yeah. Okay. Again. There we go. Good enough, I think. I don't really know. I actually ended up adding a bit more water just so that I could drizzle it onto my Danishes. Okay, let's see what they look like. They actually look pretty nice. And the inside was really flaky, and like the outside was kind of crunchy, which I don't know if it was good, but it tasted really, really good. So I was pleased. Alright, it's late, I need to clean up and go to bed, so I will see you guys next time. Bye!